he needs 19s and 20s to hit your bark skin.
Yeah. Actually, for him, it's 36.
Because
14.
he's a giant.
Yeah.
Okay?
18,
You're embarrassing him as every time he tries to slash at you, it doesn't quite work. Then the troll hounds seem to have
28.
just enough intelligence to set up flanks. Nope. They're just gonna bite.
24. 28. No, it's 28, and then for him it's 32. Sorry, my bad. It's 28 and 32 for him.
Okay, with a
Still misses.
The 18 is a 26.
28.
So, 32 you said for him?
32 is for him, yeah.
Missed by 1. Missed your image by 1. And then the troll hounds. AC 19, AC 24.
No.
I think the 24 might get one of your images, though.
24, I'm 28.
Yep.
Yeah, it does, sorry.
Okay, one of the trolls jumps up, troll hounds, and jumps up and is trying to follow you, and munches one of your images.
Okay, are you updating my images? I have, okay, you're not. So I lost 2 images, I had 5, so I have 3 left. Okay, cool.
Grizaak,
All right.
what are you doing?
Grizaak's going to go this way. Well, which way is the chain? Does it rotate around the thing or not?
It's wrapped around it. You might be able to rotate it a little bit.
Okay, so I'll go to the place where I have more. I think it's this way that I have more.
Yep, more slack. Sure.
Oh, let me. Sorry, it's been a while since I played the Grizaak. I believe I've got movement of 20 feet. Yep.
Is this a withdrawal?
No.
Okay, so the
There
troll
we go.
hounds are getting their attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
Missing, and then the troll himself gets the attack and misses.
Now we're gonna fireball.
The crowd loves a fireball. Great,
Sorry, it's taking some time, but
a great blast of flame.
so this thing's gonna do. So my DC for this is.
Are you avoiding
18.
that one soldier on the edge or not?
This thing's got a huge thing. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid him.
Okay.
Remember that! He looks at him.
Boom! A huge conflagration goes off.
Oh, no, he calls her Ziva.
Thanks, Eva.
Okay, the troll, for whatever reason, has a slight bonus to his save versus fire.
This is the water. Doesn't that like electricity kind of?
23.
So hold on. No, I think he fails. Fireball is a level 3.
Wait. A 23 fails a Grizaak fireball.
Hold on. Give me a sec. 16 plus spell level is 3, so 19. Oh, it's not electricity. Let's do. So this is 21.
Okay.
So this is
He
21.
made his save.
Oh, dick. All right, so the fireball is gonna do. What is it? D6 per level.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
D6.
the 2 troll hounds are also a little bit greasy,
30.
and they both fail.
One critically fails.
Okay. They're both in that state that never happens. They're both disabled with their 30 damage.
They're both.
Stumbling around the battlefield. Both the troll
And
hounds
he's
after they
got-
get rocked by fire.
And the troll's got 15.
15. He does not like it. He's blinking and holding up his hands. These wounds don't seem to be reknitting right this moment.
Ah, I feel bad for you.
And then you make your performance check as the crowd
Oh.
likes the big boom of likes the big ball of
how many-
fire.
Are they still standing? Those dogs, or are they're standing?
They're
right?
still standing, but they're stumbling around and sort of falling over.
D20 plus 2. Oh, not 20.
All right, the crowd actually gives Grizaak a break and is kind of cheering Grizaak thinks it's for him. It's really for the fireball, but the crowd is now indifferent towards Grizaak.
Take what you can get.
Hey, Mr. Grizaak!
They're all cheering because of the big ball of flame and the whoosh of heat that some of them feel, and the sizzling sounds that the troll makes, and all the black smoke that rises into the air. And they honestly don't like trolls, so killing trolls might be a good way to their hearts. Which brings us now to said troll. Troll's pissed off now and strides up to Grizaak and is going to attempt to grapple Grizaak by just simply grabbing him.
Yep. What's your CMB?
I believe your CMD, your dodge bonus applies to your CMD.
Yep. So shield does not apply.
Shield does not apply. Barkskin does not apply.
6. My dex applies. My strength applies. My ring applies. Oh, I haven't been adding my ring. Actually, I have shield. It doesn't.
Different bonus.
Oh, hold on. Then
17.
Yeah,
No, he's too stupid to really think about using the chains, but he tries to grab you, and you kind of wiggle out of his grab.
It's 27 for him.
Okay, so
CMB for him is 27.
He does not bust one of your images. The troll hounds are not doing anything this round. They're just kind of stumbling around.
Okay.
Stupid dwarf, tough meat.
He's speaking in giant to you, which you speak because you've spent decades, if not centuries, adventuring on and off with a great giant by the name of Warrior Nibbles.
Yeah. Hey, he gets an AOO. Hey, do you smell that? Smoke!
Okay, he swats at you and just hits your shield spell. Okay.
Let's rip off another fireball.
You have more fireballs. Okay, people are cheering.
I'm a sorcerer, dude. Yeah.
People are cheering for the fire. Let's roll some saving throws. So those poor troll hounds. What did they ever do to you? One of them fails, one of them makes it.
Oh, son of a bitch. And the troll?
The troll. Critical fails.
Ooh, critical fail. Look at that. 86. And one of the dogs critical failed last time, by the way.
Yeah, they're not carrying any
any gear
equipment or anything like that. Yeah.
26.
Okay. The troll hound that failed dies automatically. You basically roast it and it doesn't get back up. The one that made it takes 13 and is unconscious. So both of them fall over.
Okay. Oh, two checks.
And then the troll critical failed, so he takes 26. 6 is
Critical
3,
failed?
43.
So I have 17. Does 17 boost me at all? Or?
17 does not boost you, but you are getting a bard song as Ziva and Fabian are...
should I be adding that? No, but that's melee damage.
Nope. The troll looks really hurt at this point. He's sizzling and kind of gritting his teeth in pain.
You surrender, or I'm gonna cook you.
No more fire.
As he advances on you and tries to rake at you with his claws, like that's the way that he gets you to do things. He walks all the way up to you, kind of half stumbling. AC 16.
No.
No more fire.
Surrender to me, bitch.
Is he surrendering?
Give me a charisma check.
Or I don't really care if he's alive or not. What is my charisma check? What is my charisma? -1. 0? Let's see. It's a 0. Let's do this. 19.
You look here.
Yeah, put your fingers up and I won't smoke you.
You notice that a bunch of the soldiers around there have torches, and they're kind of chucking it at him. It was close. He thought about it, but he's going to do his full round attack. He wants to surrender, but he's being prodded by people with torches. And he misses you a bunch of times.
Hit him with a lightning bolt.
You going to step back and do a concentration check, or you just going to let him attack you?
Just from there. I'll do a concentration check. Sorry.
Left foot, right foot. Hand up. Boom.
Lightning bolt is 3rd level.
Would be DC 21 concentration.
16.
Nice. You almost press your hands to him as you unleash the magic
Sorry,
of
Barry.
storms. His reflex save is much worse.
27.
He rolls a nat 1 again as you get him right in the ribs. You're actually sending some of the lightning bolt through him. Like you've actually ripped open some of his flesh and his torso, and it's going right through the hole that is all the way through him.
Is it hitting the dog?
Yeah, it is a line, so you're roasting that dog 1 round. So it was on your turn. They didn't regenerate, so they're technically starting to regenerate now, but then you blast him with 27 damage. He doesn't make a reflex save because he's down. So that one has 70 damage.
I have a feeling that I get more damage from...
Okay, the troll collapses.
Oh, +2 caster levels. Oh, I should have been doing a lot more damage. Hold on. Yeah, I should have been doing 2 more d6 per lightning. So another 6.
So, Grizaak has a caster level of 10 for call lightning.
So that means my
It doesn't
DC's...
say lightning, though.
It says call lightning. Oh, is it spell? It's only for that spell. Is that right? Let me read this.
You
That's what
have
it sounds
you
like.
have something called spell specialization call lightning,
Yeah. Select one spell. Okay, it's call lightning then.
not lightning bolt.
It's not lightning bolt. So sorry, take that back.
Okay, you're
I had a
using your
feeling-
sorcerer spells for lightning bolt, and then call lightning is your
Druid.
specialized spell. Okay, but
Yeah.
still, it drops the troll as lightning goes coursing through there. The crowd is waiting. They seem confused for a moment. Some people are clapping, other people are booing, some people are waiting. They haven't rang the bell yet or rang the gong. It's the troll hound and the troll's turn.
Doesn't this hound take another 20 some damage?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
And you notice that their wounds are slowly closing.
Yeah, you want me to just keep pounding at him? Fine.
All right. Here's another fireball. I think I can get both.
You can
right?
see a bunch of them going like this, a bunch of the crowd going, "Bah, get them, burn them alive!"
Yeah, it's better you than me.
6. Sorry, can I get both of them with a fireball? I think I can.
You're gonna use a fireball for this?
Yeah.
Yep, there's a fireball. You can get all 3 corpses and the stone bearer as well.
So that's 22 damage.
Okay, this causes them to catch fire and in a spectacular display of evocation magic, you burn the troll hound and the troll into cinders. The horrible smell of burning troll flesh. Some people cheering while others are covering their noses. Soldiers start rushing forward towards Grizaak.
Hey, easy now. I didn't fuck y'all up.
Dismiss your spells.
All right. Fine.
He looks up at.
Hey, Diva.
He
Okay.
starts dismissing spells.
You look up at Master Pavi. Master Pavi has one of his very ostentatious hats with a strange number of with gems in it. It looks like there's no rhyme or reason to the gem hat. Like there's no discernible pattern. He's got this really gaudy goblet, and he's sitting in a palanquin that he's got slaves that carry around for him. And he's sipping from his goblet, and he's like, he notices you and just sort of like waves, like, bring him away.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick a bolt in your ass one day, you fuck.
Are you dismissing your spell? You notice that some of them are trying to hit your images, and they're pulling on the chains to kind of pull you back in.
Easy. Hold on a second here. It's gonna take some time.
They're grabbing at your spell component pouch, and
I'll dismiss the spells.
Okay. All right. They wrap chains around you, and they're jamming you back into the cart full of chains.
I'm melting.
They're used to your
No, seriously, this is not melting.
yeah, they're used to your antics, and you're pretty sure that some of them might not speak your language, so they don't respond, whereas you hope that others will. As you're being dragged away, well, wasn't that invigorating? A bit of trolls for the cookout.
All right. Mark needs a 5-minute bio break, and I'll be right back.
Tell me about it. I'm gonna explode.
Uncle Grizaak's done his fight. He's gonna pee in the chains.
All right.
No lightning here.
There's then 5 minutes of drumming. Dun, 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 dun. How is everyone doing? The arena match will be after this break. Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'll grab something to drink while we're waiting. I'll be right back. I'll be within shouting distance. You can hear me as I'm going to the fridge. Grizaak's such a fun voice to do. He's so fun to do. He's a really fine voice. That he is. Dirty dwarf that he is. I reckon. It's good to get the band back together. Alright, we've got Nibbles. I'll load up the initiative sheet while they are waiting. Kill the wizard? Sure. Deal with the wizard? Buy. See if they can purchase. Maybe Grizaak and Nibbles can solve their own problems.
Yeah, Marty, Grizaak was thinking that he finds like something sharp, like every time he's out, he finds like a sharp rock or something, and he has this one chained link that he keeps working at.
Nice. So you're taking the slow road to the escape.
Yeah. One day I'll get it. I got time.
I'm a very long-lived dwarf. I got time.
Okay. What would they cart Nibbles out in?
Like a wagon.
Cheaper to assassinate him, plus he drops gear. Yeah, you're thinking. But the wizard dude is fun. You haven't met him yet.
Oh, frig that guy.
He's got a voice and everything.
Grizaak's fun to play.
Sorcerer Druid's tough.
The crowd is actually quite happy with the drumming, and some of them are stamping their feet along with it. They really liked Nibbles' fight when he beat the piss out of the
Minotaur.
of the Minotaur. The Minotaur was not slain, but we'll say is going to be indisposed for some time while he recovers.
Okay.
Nibbles, we're going to say the crowd starts off friendly to the new champion of the Pit of the Stone Bear. They bring Nibbles out in a very, very large bull-pulled wagon. The wagon is not like a cage like Mortenzi was kept in. It's an open flatbed wagon with a T-shaped, effectively we'll say it's an X-shaped cross of heavy wood that they've chained you to.
Okay.
The chains run through each of the crosses and are around your feet and both arms. And they've got those pulled back through another loop and then kind of tied up to the front of the wagon. It's quite elaborate. Nibbles, you're pretty sure that you might be able to break out of it, but there are a lot of guards and there are magics and what's your will save like?
It's not fantastic. +7.
You know that Nibbles actually thinks that Master Piva Chelkios is your friend.
Oh, okay.
And you're helping your friend make money. And you don't mind fighting, so...
Yep.
they're treating Grizaak bad, but maybe if you fight better...
I'll put in a good word for Nibbles put in good word for you.
You see your axe lying on the ground. This axe that was stolen from great giants up north and worked upon many times by the ageless the ageless weaponsmith named Renee. You haven't seen Renee in years, though. In fact, you haven't seen many of your other companions in years.
He should be dead. I have to roll. I'm gonna roll 40-12 right now to finish up his hit points because I haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay, sure.
It figures. All right. Okay, whatever. 20. All right. 100.
Yeah, it could be better.
Yeah, it could have been better. Yeah. That's okay.
Average is 26.
Yeah.
Okay, Nibbles, they are unleashing the chains. The guards are very wary as they're unleashing the chains. It's almost like they kind of hit something that unleashed the chains and then they go running away from you.
All right. Nibbles gets up and picks up his axe.
Yeah,
slings it over his shoulder.
Now, Nibbles is large, correct?
Yeah, how big is the axe?
What size category is that axe?
Or- Hang on. Wait, I think he's medium. No, he's medium, and he carries a huge axe.
Oh. Oh, all right. So maybe a little bit more manageable with the whole wagon and the chain thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a half giant. He's medium.
There's what Nibbles looks like. You can see the scorched and charred remains of troll hounds. You recognize the dirty work of Grizaak. Of course, you heard him casting outside there. Foxfire's asking, what is Nibbles' build?
Nibbles' build is a what is it? He is a half giant now after the reincarnation, and his build is a Gestalt fighter with a barbarian Titan Mauler archetype. So barbarians that specialize in fighting giants and using their weapons. He's holding his axe over his head like, plus it's probably a workout for him just to lift the axe.
Right, so it's a medium-sized person wielding a huge axe.
A huge axe, yeah.
Huge great axe.
Yes.
Okay. It's ridiculous in anime.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it. You kind of thunk it around and drag it around. The axe is quite beautiful. Are there any particular properties of the axe?
It is lead lined.
Okay.
So it's got extra weight at the head. And it's other than that, it's just magical.
Okay. And it's got sort of a bluish tinge to the metal as it was taken from a frost giant after Nibbles and his gang defeated the frost giants in battle. Yeah, is it like a two-pronged head axe, or is it just a big executioner's axe?
Oh, no, it's a big executioner's axe. Yeah.
Nice. Looks like it should be chopping wood, but it is not quite. The image that this token came from has a really nice axe on it that got cut off when we made it into a game piece. Okay, Nibbles. You can hear very large iron gates kind of careening open off to the side here, and stepping out is a much larger creature than you. Ahmed, are you eating? Could you mute while you're...
Oh, sorry, guys. My bad. I was muted.
No, I could just hear you. It wasn't actually the smacking, it was the breathing.
Chew, chew. Nom, nom, nom.
This creature, at first you thought was two trolls, but then you realize, Nibbles, that this horrible thing is a troll with two heads.
Oh. Well, that's unhappy.
As it stumbles out into the ring, there are guys with you could see deep within the bowels of the underveins of the pit, may be trying to coax the troll forward with torches, but they're hanging way back, like they gave this thing a wide berth. And the champion will go against a new horror bred and dragged forth from the visiting house of the Grim Gobleen.
So trolls
You
is
hear-
their thing. This is what Damien's saying. Getting into the troll business.
What is this
aren't they?
thing's name? This thing is called, in his native tongue, Maltuk. Maltuk does have a little bit of, like, animal hide on it. Not enough to be considered armor, I think. Let me just double check. Nope. It didn't even bring a weapon. But its claws and unshod feet are weapons. And then there are horrible, twisted fangs, much larger than your bite, inherited from your original form as a goblin, if you recall.
Yep.
Its teeth are bigger.
This one champion will be champion. We be champion for Goblin.
Hey, it speaks common. Not very eloquently, but it does. It looks at the other trolls and snorts a little bit. There are soldiers that a few of them off to the side that dragged away Grizaak. You do notice that these soldiers do have torches. These 4 guys.
Okay.
But they look like they want to be entirely small and almost they're trying to disappear by the way that they're pressed up against the walls. One of the heads looks towards them and kind of snorts while the other one has got its eyes on you.
Come here and die.
Initiative.
Okay.
Look at how big his axe is.
They're actually belly laughing at how big your axe is.
I'll be laughing in a second.
Maybe we take axe as prize. Yeah, we need to start a horde. Since these little things took it from us. Yeah, we got horde. Remember, the goblins keep stuff with us.
And the reason why they lose initiative is that they're standing there having a conversation.
Yeah, with themselves. All right.
Yep.
Okay. I rage and charge.
Okay. That surprises them.
Hey, we're not start fight yet.
they're protesting with words as somehow the axe is flipped in a way that is very dangerous as it's coming in towards them. Their faces twist in surprise as you're wielding the giant axe.
Yep. Plus charge is plus 20. AC 34.
You strike the area between their 2 heads, and both heads cry out simultaneously in pain.
38 damage.
What the fuck?
It's a great big axe.
All right, Mock Maltuk.
That was a shit roll, too.
They do not like this, and they're going to respond with a full round attack. The first 2 attacks are their claws,
Okay.
and you don't want both of them to hit.
I'm pretty sure they will.
AC 16 and AC 15 with a 3 and a 2.
Okay, yeah, not with those rolls.
They're kind of like trying to get the axe out of them at the same time attacking you, and they end up doing neither of these things. It's you with your massive, with your skill and strength that pulls the axe from them, lurching them forward, giving them a good opportunity to bite you. However,
Okay.
they're 2 bites, AC 27 and AC 30.
Both hit.
First one for 12 damage. Second one for 14.
It's 26.
People are.
Swinging like a helicopter.
Oh wait, unfriendly. Would 26 and 29 hit?
Yeah, yes, they would.
Okay.
See, that's why you need Grizaak.
Okay. They
Nibbles
do
together.
bite at your arm as you're trying to bring the axe out of the creature. And
Are they friendly to me or indifferent?
they are friendly to you.
Okay. So I got a +1 there, you know. Good.
Unless Zeta is singing for Evander. Oh, sorry,
For
singing
Nibbles?
for Nibbles.
Yes, I guess she may as well because she wants to know if this guy's yes. So I'll add that on.
Okay, Nibbles. It's been a long time since you've heard Elf song.
Ooh. Nibbles attacks again. Ah!
This time bringing the axe in sideways.
Yeah. AC 27.
Yeah, the axe hits into the side of the 2-headed troll into his torso. Blackish blood flying everywhere.
Are you raging yet?
Yeah, he's raging. This is a gory freaking fight. It's just blood everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
And +17. Oh no, plus 12. AC 28.
Yeah.
Oh, you attack again?
Yeah, I got 2 attacks.
Okay, so you bring it through, and we'll just say the attack was so vicious in a sideways glance, and a sideways motion. You're just twisting your whole powerful torso as you're trying to put the axe through the torso, and it just goes really far in,
86
cleaving into a kidney or nicking a liver.
for 94 damage.
Those are both attacks, right?
Those are both attacks. Yes.
Okay, so it regened 5, and then took
Oh, good for you.
Fighter barbarian builds are ugly, dude.
427.
He turns invisible, I'm screwed, but as long as I can see him.
Give me a moment. I need to figure out its hit points.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to try for a bite attack too.
Is it bloodied?
Yeah, I'm gonna see how.
I'm bloodied.
Plus 63. 1. It has 3 hit points left.
Okay.
I
missed with the bite attack.
Damage it took, I believe. Let me just check.
That's fucking
Regen?
hilarious, dude.
I'm swinging a tree with a blade on it, basically.
Okay, it does need to make a fortitude save or die from the massive damage you. Oh no, those are 2 attacks,
Those are two
Two
attacks.
hits.
and neither one cracked 50, right?
No.
You sure on that first one? 32 plus 42, 49. Are you including Bard Song in this?
Bard Song is included, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
So
usually
it doesn't have to make a saving throw, but it is you. The axe is like a foot into its torso.
It's stuck in me. It's stuck in me too.
Then you try to bite it, and it kind of swatted you away. It then regenerates 5.
Good for you, buddy.
And it's going to take its last full round attack on you for Claw. -1. AC 21.
No.
A Claw, nat 20.
Well, can't do another mode.
AC 23.
Nope.
And then 2 bites. Oh, you're lucky. AC 28 and a nat 1.
28 hits.
Okay, so we'll do the Claw first. For 12 damage.
Okay.
And then the Bite. For 12 damage.
Alright.
And then the critical, the natural 1. We'll see if it's a critical miss. 28 would have hit.
Yes.
So the axe is still embedded in it, and as you're trying to pull it out, one of them comes down and claws you. The one on the right side that doesn't have the axe embedded into his side, and is biting at your arm and ripping at your flesh. They're both wailing, just wailing.
Alright.
Nibbles.
AC 23.
That hits by 2.
Oh, this thing's dead.
There's no AC.
Nope, misses.
Missed by 2.
And the bite attack.
Are you adding your Bard song to that?
Yeah. Oh, it's not added to the Bard song, but that's irrelevant. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, but the second one you missed by 2, so it would have hit.
No. It's added to that. He takes big minuses for wielding a weapon this size, so.
Because 20 is not a lot.
Okay, and then roll to confirm the critical miss.
Yeah. It should be +9. 17 is
That may or may
critical
not hit depending on how much damage you do on the first hit. So we'll just hold that for it there.
miss.
So do the damage first for your first hit with the axe, which is basically you taking the axe out of it.
45.
167. Okay, the whole creature collapses when you take the axe from it. And then AC 19 would hit
Okay.
if you keep on attacking it.
Oh, yeah, that he'll attack it again. Oh. For another 51.
Then you bring the axe down. Wham! 51 damage. Okay, that hurt it. There's blood flying everywhere as you embed your axe into it. Nibbles, you notice that one of the wounds it had. Oh, 51 damage. Give me a second. It actually has to make a fort save.
Just.
Okay. You notice that its wounds are slowly knitting.
Coup de grace.
And there's a bunch of the crowd kind of cheering for Nibbles, but some of them going, "Shh, wait!" And actually you see someone of the crowd like throw down a torch, and it kind of lands into the muck near you.
No, Nibbles picks up the thing, and drapes him across the stone bear.
Okay, well, so that's a couple.
He's putting on a show for his friend.
Oh, right. Nibbles, we'll say that's a couple of rounds of regen, so it regens 10 in the time you wander over, pick it up, and drag it over. Can Nibbles lift or drag 2,400 pounds?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even have to look it up. I know he can.
Okay. Okay, so you drape it over the stone bear.
Like chest up. And he coup de grace the creature, like tries to split it in half.
Okay, do critical damage.
Alright. D plus 142 points of damage.
Okay, you doubled its damage threshold.
Do I split it in half?
Yeah, it made its fort save versus massive damage. No, sorry, it didn't. It's got to make a DC 152 fort save or die. Because it's coup de grace.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
I did. I rolled a fort save.
14.
So yeah,
you're off by
you
100,
split
but
the thing in half. It is now cut roughly in half. One half of the body slumps off, and the other one just sort of still slumped over the stone bear. There is like a brief moment of silence as everyone's gawking and gaping at what you did. Give me a performance check. Two of them, one for downing it, and one for the coup de grace.
He would have +2 for his AC. I gotta check if he's got a performance. I don't think he does. He's got acrobatics though. So plus.
It's at 6 when you get +2s.
6. All right, so he's got plus
You need improved crit.
4. Well, I'll take it when I get the opportunity. Believe me. And his charisma is shit. So that's it. First one, nothing. +4. Second one, 21.
Okay.
For the kill.
The crowd is friendly again. Or sorry, helpful. Lots of people throwing torches down, even though the fight's done. They're chanting Nibbles' name.
He points at his master, then gives him a big thumbs up because that's his buddy.
The master just raises his large goblet and kind of a little bit of wine spills out of it, and then he spends some of the time like wiping up the wine he spilled on himself, as your master might be drunk.
Definitely have to kill this bastard.
And yet
champion, sending another of the great enemies of the Imperium to the boneyard. But first, there will be much trollish surgery. And people are laughing at that as he's holding up this grisly knife that he may or may not use to cut through the troll guts. The soldiers come and, come along, Nibbles.
Oh, Nibbles too good today.
That's it, get back into your chains. It's just kind of for show.
Yes. Puts his little chains on.
they kind of like chain you back up, and everyone's cheering as they wheel you out of the
big sharp teeth.
as they wheeled you out of the arena and into the back. They then transfer you to a much more secure cell, and Grizaak is in the cell beside you.
Oh, Grizaak, you win. Yes.
Underneath like a pile of chains, and he's all chained up and chains wrapped around him.
Chain bullshit. Yeah, I won. Fucking metal. Come on, man. Break out of this shit and break me out. Come on, Nibbles.
No, Nibbles.
For fuck's sakes, look at me.
We need to stay so friendly.
I'm gonna reincarnate you as a piece of poop.
No piece of poop. No, Nibbles and Grizaak make master some money.
You guy's a prick. Come on, man.
No prick. He's very nice, man.
Remember, there's a third guy with us. We gotta go get him, too.
Grindark will wait for
Whatever the fuck his name was. We gotta go get him.
Oh,
We gotta get out of
he
here.
pats you on the head. Oh, you need patience, old dwarf.
You stupid son of a bitch.
Struggling.
Oh.
You know that one of the favorite things that your new master likes to play with, like a paperweight he's got to carries around with him, is the stone statue of Sparky. Sparky, sometimes you bring, when you know that if Sparky gets into a lot of trouble, you'll turn him into, carry companion to turn him into a little stone statue. Well, you know that that he's been using it. Yeah.
Come on, man, he's got Sparky. Sparky, for fuck's sakes.
You take good care of Sparky.
He's a dick. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
All right, zooming out
Ready?
to
Give me some water.
the elves.
It has to be them.
Did he?
It has to be.
Did you see them?
Oh wait, no, sorry,
Yeah.
we're outside.
Did the dirty dwarf call you by grandmother's name?
He did.
He referred to both of them.
I thought he said Fabian as well, although he seemed to be chewing his words.
Which is historically what the Grizaak did.
Yes.
It can't be a coincidence, Evander. It's got to be them.
I vaguely recall overhearing he plays with this here, conversation between grandmother and someone else, saying that the Grizaak was... How did she say it again? The walking argument for civilization.
Well, this creature could fit that description.
Are we sure we want to go through the trouble?
I think we need to.
It's not like they're elves.
No, they're not.
Something's wrong with them, though. They should have died long ago, and their dust should be blowing in the wind.
Yes, they should, though. The stories I heard were Nibbles was a goblin with the soul of a giant, not an actual giant. We need to speak to them. It's that simple.
They're just down there. You can see a bunch of soldiers like closing up the gates and. You can hear Grizaak complaining from within. The crowd is mingling about. Hey, what do you think those elves are talking about, Arlen? What do you think about my hair? And he's like, You think it's
Did you hear
receding
that?
slightly.
Did that dwarf call out to them? Hold on. Yeah, sorry. Getting my British accent back on. Did that dwarf call out to them? But he
I don't-
called them with the different names.
I don't know. I call her whatever she wants.
Oh, you do have a point, yeah.
Well, you know, half elves have got to be made somehow, right? He's making a lewd gesture.
Yeah,
Makes sure
yeah,
that she
I-
wasn't watching, and then continues to make the lewd gesture with his body blocking.
Just stop doing it to my chair. Just please stop. Putting the brakes on.
Ugg is having a conversation with Damien. I never thought this would be the day. I thought they may have fought or something like that, but Ugg's like,
Damien said, okay.
he's fucking strong.
Yes, he's quite large. He's
That's what she said.
clumsy, though. The axe makes him clumsy. I think I could take him.
Ugg just huffs at that.
What about you? Ugg, is it?
Yeah.
Think you could take him?
If I could get my hands on him. That axe, though. It trained sometimes by throwing hammers at melons. That troll exploded like a melon.
You can't tell whether Ugg's smiling at you or if it's just his big ass weird teeth kind of get in the way, but
So, when you fight in the ring, what do they call you?
Ugg, I haven't fought yet. Well, not as the new Ludus. I'm the champion, I guess.
They don't have a nickname for you?
Not that I know.
You should look for one. They're helpful, because Ugg's not that impressive. They're just going to call you ugly, you know it, right?
his eye twitches.
You don't think I've heard that one before?
No, I know you've heard it before. Everyone, it's the first thing that comes to mind. Small children will come up with that. It's not complicated.
Okay, his face kind of twists in a weird grimace.
I'm just saying, if you're the champion, you should have Arlen come up with a frightening name for you.
It's the only name I got.
Ah, you could be the Mangler, or the Hunchbacked Horror, or something like that.
Okay, he didn't really like the Mangler, and he liked the Hunchback Horror even less. He's just kind of
Yeah, Damien doesn't care.
yeah, he's pouting at you.
Yeah. So are all these backwater pits this dirty?
We should arrange a fight.
Is what Ugg says, and he goes over to Arlen and interrupts their interrupts whatever Roger's doing to bug Arlen. He was doing something. Arlen was trying to get away. No, come on, just smell it.
Fuck, prestidigitate. He's trying to cast prestidigitate.
It's not like I stuck my fingers into Mortenzi over here. Holy fuck, do you ever stink? He says over Mortenzi.
It is the incense of Zorbinius.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, well.
Hey, is it time for drinking, or are we gonna fight down there, or what are we doing here?
We're here to make some money, indeed.
Okay. Hey, Mortenzi. You fought well in
Yes.
this place last time.
This is where I found Zorbinius. Yes, where he first came to me. I must go into his temple again. He jumps into the pit.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
What are
as
you
you're trying to-
doing, you stupid?
As you're trying to not take the
Not take the damage.
2d6 damage or whatever.
I check orders.
I think you can reduce the
Acrobatics.
first d6, but the next d6 you're taking.
Yeah, he's gonna take. Yeah.
hits the ground and falls.
Superhero landing, so impractical. I have acrobatics, do I not? Yes, plus 6.
Roger's like laughing. He's at the edge of the thing.
21. Yeah.
Okay, so you only take 6 as you go hammering down hard into the ring.
Oh. He stands up and pulls out his hammer. Sorbinius is here to show his might.
All right, well,
these
well,
soldiers
first,
look nervous and they're backing away. Some people are pointing.
Mortenzi, at least let me set up a fight for you. You'll fight soon enough. Just relax.
I will fight who fate desires.
Yes, as soon as I decide who's coming in the ring with you, we'll decide that. All right, just stay there for a second.
Stay until my enemy arrives. Yes. So, Phineas, are you watching? Are you watching? He's looking in the mirror now.
So who's setting up the fights here?
The mirror is black.
He's running. Well, he's limping around in a circle, dragging his hammer behind him. Yes! Yes! Yes!
It appears we have another challenger.
Where is this guy?
Who
saying
represents this gladiator?
Arlen puts his hand up.
Okay.
Fucking Mortenzi. All right.
As he begins walking over, he stops by the man on the palanquin who basically says something to him, and they have a short conversation in private. There's a soldier that marched over towards this way, and he's pointing. He doesn't seem to have the words to call you over, though.
Who's pointing? This guy?
Yeah, there's a man in ornate armor that is Eastern styled. He might be Kafranian or from somewhere in that region.
Okay.
Okay, he stops you when he puts his hand up when you get this far.
Damien's asking Ugg, what is wrong with that creature?
Ugg is pushing.
Ugg's pushing me over.
So you end up asking Roger. He's fucking mad, is what he is.
Huh.
He sees some sort of thing in his head. He's been worshiping it since we got him from a bunch of fucking dark dwarves. Yeah, he's like a slave or something. I don't know. He got hit in the head. This Sorbinius thing is all he can basically talk about. Last time he fought here, he fell over.
Well, he's certainly entertaining, isn't he?
Yeah, he fucking fainted.
That's not terribly good for a gladiator, though.
Nope. Now his skin's all rotting. You got him, Mortenzi! Says Roger. You got him!
Well, I hope he does better than he did in the fight on Sold Street.
Yeah, that was fucking rough. Says Roger, wearing his mithril armor. Didn't have my fucking armor.
Yes. Paid the price, didn't you?
Kind of like your fight against Magnus, and he sniffs.
Oh, touche.
Yes, I lost to the champion of Conclave of Crimson Sands after defeating the champion of the Independence, the champion of the Fallen Monks in a championship match. You lost in a street fight to our B team.
To the champion's men, he says. They had some fucking magic and shit too. We're outnumbered, and fucking they stole my armor. It wasn't a fair fight. We'll get him next time, Lieutenant. And he says lieutenant in a way that was practiced and oiled. And you realize that Roger served in the military.
What rank?
Sergeant, he says, kind of like realizing what he did.
And how did you end up here?
Oh, it's a long fucking story.
Desertion?
Fuckers. No. I failed to deliver some fucking slaves along the road of sorrow, and I became one of them. Give me a sense motive.
Yeah. 23.
Roger's bluff is his charisma bonus of +0.
Good stuff.
Oh, I got an at 20.
Doesn't beat my 23.
No, so there's something else there. He's maybe the way he's telling it. Maybe it might be pride. Might be something else.
Maybe if I get him drunk.
Wow.
Anyways, got fucking stuck in the arena, and I have to wield this stupid thing. Actually, pretty good at it. This is Gnome Killer, and this is contingency. Just in case Gnome Killer fails me. I had to break my last one. It fucking angered me. Slammed down on my thumb one too many times. Fucking wish I had a good gun. Hey, you got any good guns? He looks at you.
I do not. I prefer to get up close.
But aren't you Imperial lieutenants? Like, I hear that you're some special deal, sir, as you got like a special name?
Yes.
Van Imp, even though I heard that name. He smiles.
That is the family I come from.
Oh, I didn't know who the fuck you were, sorry, sir, but I guess I do now.
It's quite alright, Sergeant. Quite alright.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to. Just don't go using that around Arlen. He doesn't like to remind people that I was once a serving man such as you. Well, not an officer, but I volunteered.
And admirable. Well, let's see what this Mortensi can do today.
Yes.
Funny thing about madmen, it's unpredictable how they'll perform in any given fight.
You can swing his hammer pretty hard, but that fucking giant, if it comes back out here, Mortensi's dead. You got him, Mortensi!
Yes, I wouldn't take a bet against that.
That was pretty impressive. Probably even more impressive than the Minotaur that took Sam's arm off. That happened here, too. Where is Sam? Fuck, you think he'd be here?
I think he said he wanted to stay behind and Widget's working on my armor or sword or something.
You got that flu that whipped through the camp. Probably.
Likely spending time with that lady elf that seems attached to his hip.
Yeah, she's weird. Anyways, speaking of elves, he looks over his shoulder and the conversation trails off.
Yes, she is a fetching creature, isn't she?
Fuck. Buh. Buh. Yes, sir, is what Roger says. Marty doesn't act this way, but
Yeah. Well put, Sergeant.
meanwhile, I'm just. You wait here. Master want to speak to you.
Who's that? Oh.
Let's talk to Arlen. Tell your master to hurry. Wait, sorry. Is he British?
A drunk man, perhaps Eastern Kafranian, wanders over. That's right, I'll have another cocktail.
Oh, this
Arlen, is it? Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine. Quite the pair of gladiators you've got there.
Nova, cocktails.
You see some servants come over and they give him 2 drinks. He offers you this weird looking drink in a fine glass.
I hear that you're a Lannister of some great ludus to the south of here.
Circus of Dread. Heard of
Yes. Might I introduce myself? I'm Master Piva Chelkios. They call me the Pasha. I am a great slave lord known from east to west, from Avasir to Stygia. I decided that I would travel up this road of sorrow myself. Might as well do it, given that I sent, 10,000 men up this road. See what it's all about, this imperial capital.
Ah, yes. Well, we came from Vaddapol.
Oh, we came from the north a little bit. Got myself 2 great slaves. You just saw them fight. The Grizaak is a master at lightning, and oh, my favorite. I place charms on him every evening.
With one like that, you'd have to. All I do is
Giant Nibbles.
walk right through the walls.
With his sinewy thews, oh my!
Yes. That's
And
good
what-
plan.
And what great beast is this? Oh,
Beast,
Arlen,
this is
are you holding out on me, chum?
This is our champion. This is Ugg.
Oh, your champion wheeling you around in that fine chair of yours.
It's a battle chariot.
Well, hello there, gorgeous.
Ugg's like,
How
I like
much
this
for
guy,
him?
I like
How
this guy.
much?
That's funny. I'd ask how much for your gladiators.
Oh, no, I could never trade my Nibbles. Such a wonderful warming name. Such great destruction he wields, and apparently they come together. This Grizaak and Nibbles, kind of an odd sort.
They're lovers, are they?
No, nothing quite as scandalous as that. It's just a dwarf hanging out with a giant. Weirder things have happened, I suppose.
Oh, possibly.
What race is he?
speaking to Ugg.
Speaking to Ugg? Or
No, he's speaking to
Arlen?
you about Ugg.
Okay. Honestly, I have no idea. It's a mix of many things.
Oh, I'll give you a fair price. 15 talents worth of bloodstones.
Oh, I apologize. None of my gladiators are for sale.
20 talents! I could just picture
Uggs.
that. This gruesome sort standing beside my giant Nibbles. Ugg and Nibbles. Yes, it sort of goes together.
As pleasant as that
Like
would be to
roast
watch.
pheasant and applesauce.
We I must decline that offer. Although as enticing as it is,
Like blueberries in a crepe?
Indeed, you're quite you're quite spot on. You've got me hungry, actually.
Excellent. Let us speak about this over dinner. I hear that there's a foreigners' quarter inn or something this way. I'm tired of staying in the comfort of my fabulous tent. Wish to slum it a little bit with you northerners.
No, we're of course. Okay, of course. Sure. What time of day is it?
Come along.
He taps
We're going
his
now.
hands, and servants start picking him up.
Would you like for my servants to carry you in your chair?
Oh no, Ugg is if Ugg doesn't, looks at Ugg, respects him, but keeps a level of authority. No, Ugg is more than capable of.
Ugg's just
managing
sneering
her.
at the man. He doesn't like the slave owner.
Yeah. Arlen's trying to
Oh,
learn
he's
more
got
about
such a cute grimace. And he actually has the audacity to grab Ugg by the cheek and gives him a little chub. Ugg is just...
Arlen's like, I'm gonna fucking strangle him.
Ugg just remains like perfectly still. He lets it happen. Oh, he's so adorable.
He's still standing. All right.
Oh,
Yes, he is.
is your gladiator fighting today, or is he just going to parade around amongst the carnage?
Oh, he wants to fight actually. So I was just possibly thinking of setting something up with you. I'm
That
sure
one
you
is
have,
yours as well. He looks
Yes.
dreadful and a bit sick, if I do say so. No,
Do you want him for free? No. All right. No. Okay.
free?
No, I wouldn't put such a weight on you.
No, I wouldn't want to infect the rest of my gladiators.
Tell me exactly what I'm
If
thinking.
anything ever happened to my giant Nibbles, I don't know what I'd do. We'd have to buy another one.
Oh, how much was Nibbles worth?
You want to buy the Nibbles?
Just out of curiosity.
Perhaps we could come to some sort of arrangement.
Possibly. I'll inform the others to get Mortenzi out of there until I set up a proper fight.
You can set up a proper fight with me, says the doctor.
Ah, perfect. Arlen of the Circus of Dread.
Yes, you've been here before, haven't you?
Yes.
He glances at your chair when he says that. Not too many elves in wheelchairs.
Mortenzi's descended into a one-man play.
Okay.
He is a paladin of Zlobinius. And I will actually make a perform acting role because I have that skill. I have a... It's more than that. It would be... Oh, it is +8. Gets a 9.
Yeah, people are largely ignoring you and kind of shuffling away when they realize a fight isn't going to happen, and most people are leaving. Arlen, what are you doing with Mortenzi? We do have another troll if you'd like him to fight it. Although most people are leaving today, I suggest you bring your slave. I suggest you secure your slave.
We'll have to set that up for tomorrow then. Ugg, please inform Roger to bring Mortenzi back.
Trolls don't come cheap.
That's fine. We'll just bet tomorrow then.
Damien's gonna...
Do you have any... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Damien's gonna ask around to see if who's running the traveling portion of the Grim Gobleen.
Oh, okay. Make a diplomacy check because you're asking around.
21.
Yeah, they tell you that she's pretty creepy, and she's been staying in a hut in the foreigners' quarter, and her name is Mama Bloodbear.
Fucking kill her.
No, it can't be.
You thought you killed her.
Must be someone else who's taken the name.
You'll know where she is because she's with like 60 goblins, or like there's a huge pack of goblins.
Yeah.
And apparently they dragged up some trolls to try out. They are going to probably be upset that Maltuk died, as Maltuk was supposed to be
The next champion.
some sort of champion of theirs, some sort of surprise to get back at their enemies.
Well, I got news for you. Magnus would have killed it.
I think...
Yeah, he wants to see if it's the same Mama Blood Bear. It's
Okay, so you're asking around. Roger eventually comes over after kind of approaching the elf woman. He's like,
oh, what is it?
I was, no, I got it. Don't worry about it. And he walks away. Fucking stupid. As Damien's going off to investigate to see if it is truly Mama Bloodbear. He's cursing by the time. Is he going to hurt anything? Is he going to damage the stone bear?
No, he shouldn't. He's, although he looks quite vicious, on his own he's quite harmless. Just don't make it reflective and you won't destroy it.
I suppose he could be left there to his own devices to rant and to rave.
Yeah, if he does break anything.
The cost of fighting one of the trolls is 2 talents.
Right.
Half a talent for one of the troll hounds. It is a service that the Grim Gobleen has provided.
Half a talent and 2 talents.
Yes.
So
They have a number of them, although I am to understand that none of them are as powerful as the 2-headed variety that is lying in bits in my arena. They're going to be quite upset at that.
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll compensate them for any of their losses.
Marty, for the what's his name? Isn't Jorah the Hin supposed to be with us?
Yeah, Jorah's in your...
I would have, if I was gonna set up some fights, I would have thought about bringing him because I want to know about. So if we're gonna set up 2 talents to fight one of these trolls, how the hell are we making money exactly? Just a show?
You make bets.
Alright, just straight bets then. Okay, sure. Okay.
I can arrange the fight for you. They have left me with that ability. They are more curious as to how the trolls perform. And as I said, they may abandon this troll thing altogether after they see what happened to the 2-headed one.
Oh no, the trolls are really good servants. You know, for dying and all that. Don't worry, I'll have words with this Grim Gobleen representative and make sure they're well compensated for their loss. I warned them that my giant Nibbles didn't know how to pull his punches. Shall we go and have dinner, or drinks, perhaps?
Yes, we shall. For a good long evening. We do want to set up a couple of troll fights tomorrow. Perhaps you could point us out to another. Actually, he looks back at what's his name, the master. Do you have a couple of gladiators that you'd want to put up against some of ours?
Oh no, not unless you want to fight my Nibbles. Or, my Grizaak. Unfortunately, the other gladiators, well, all died in a training accident.
Training Nibbles, weren't you?
Oh yes, he was very hard to break in.
Right.
Grizaak, too. That foul dwarf, there's something about them that amuses me.
We're probably not going to be fighting those two. They seem quite uncontrollable and unpredictable in the ring.
Oh well, I'll just have to make champions of them in the capital city, or perhaps stop by this Vaddapol that everyone seems to be talking about.
Indeed, it is quite the place.
Maybe I
Let's have some dinner.
Maybe I could surprise a few champions down there.
Perhaps, yes. And we'd like to set up some troll fights tomorrow.
Okay, the doctor is willing to set up a troll fight. Who are you going to have fight a troll? you learn that an individual troll is a veteran rank gladiator. A borderline blooded veteran. They're not that tough.
They're not that tough. So we're going to put in here, who has not fought yet? Let's take a quick look.
Ugg.
Ugg has not fought.
Sam.
Sam has not fought. Is that the right list?
Yep. Mortenzi, Roger, and Edward all fought and lost. But it is a fight.
Oh.
Well, that's a thing that costs 2 talents each. Like, come on. Yeah, like if we put them up against Ugg and Sam, 2 versus 2. But our guys are blooded. They're
How about
veterans.
this? We'll talk to you in the morning, Doctor. Trolls
Yeah.
can wait.
Yes.
I have a night of drinking to do with this fair elf here. You're trapped in that chair, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Isn't that funny?
No, as in you're trapped and you have to listen to his stories and hang out with him. He kind of like wiggles in. Ugg just sort of lets him, and he's now pushing. He got off his palanquin, and he's pushing you through the muck. Ugg needs to help him several times.
What if we have a fight, Arlen? My Nibbles with a very blunt stick against some of your gladiators, and the stakes will be the gladiators themselves.
Nibbles against some of my gladiators.
Yes, maybe 2 of them. Any 2 of your gladiators.
Nibbles
Any
has
two.
cleave, right?
Nibbles does have cleave, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Any 2. 2
And
that
this
maybe
blade-
like fighting close together. Like a pair.
And this
A pair
blade
of pairs.
Chained at the wrist.
and this blade is merciful. Or this weapon is merciful.
It depends on your point of view. Is a quick death merciful?
I will instruct my poor Nibbles to pull his blows.
With a blunt weapon, yes?
Hmm.
Not that one.
Nibbles really likes his axe. It's sort of his signature, but he can pile them into the ground with the flat part of it.
The flat part of his blade.
Yes. I'll have to ask my dear giant Nibbles to see if he wants to use a big stick. Your 2 gladiators, however, have to be chained together. Of
Chained
course,
together, you
I
say?
wouldn't want to kill them because I wouldn't want to own dead gladiators. I need to improve my ranks before I hit the capital or this Vaddapol.
Alright, I think we can set up a fight like that.
I would very much like to have Nibbles perhaps steal a championship away from them. Maybe
Alright,
win,
let's
maybe win
set it up.
the summer special or whatever it's called in Vaddapol.
Let's set it up then.
Oh, is Vaddapol the city where the Valkyrie is? Oh yes,
The
it is.
maiden, yes. Correct, it is.
Oh, yes, I want to go down there and impress her.
Yes, she's quite impressive indeed. While we're talking about this, he's gonna does Damien see anything?
Yeah, so Damien's off looking. It's not hard to find where a bunch of goblins are. In fact, it looks like the goblins of the House of the Grim Gobleen are having a standoff with the local goblins. There's just 2 big packs of them, or mobs, I guess. They're not really fighting, but you notice that one goblin strides out from the mob and starts saying some sort of goblin limerick, and there's a bunch of cheering on one side, and he goes marching back to his side, and then another one from the other side goes marching in and starts speaking in goblin.
Oh, goody, a goblin poetry.
And kind of dances around a little bit while he's doing that, and then there's a bunch of cheering. They seem to be having some sort of debate. Dance off. A debate means dance off.
I speak goblin.
Okay. You get a little bit closer.
Your tribe belongs on the lowest rung, on the lowest low, and the lowest. There is a log and a hole at the bottom of the sea, and that is where your tribe belongs. Yay!
It's trying to destroy things.
Yay! Your tribe do not live in big city. We big city goblin. You are northern barbarian tribe. Your tribe do not know how to count to 5. Your tribe ugly.
He snaps his fingers at the goblin who just spoke.
Yep.
You.
What you want, Longshanks?
Mama Bloodbear's brought you here.
Yes.
Is she the same Mama Bloodbear that died in the arena during the championship match?
A bunch of the goblins, obviously from Vaddapol, start laughing like you said something funny.
Ah, this Longshanks dumb. He not know. Mama Bloodbear can't die.
And how is that?
Mama Bloodbear is Mama Bloodbear.
Knowledge what? What the hell is... I don't know. I've got knowledge everything pretty much at plus
Okay,
8.
so you're basically standing there looking at these two goblin groups that are kind of like having some sort of like pissing match. It's not a violent one. It's surprisingly civil. When you do see coming out of this large hut with several troll hounds chained outside of it, it's fucking Mama Bloodbear.
Oh.
And she's just sort of looking around, and then she kind of glances in your general direction. You're like... I'm guessing by your reaction, you're not hiding. You're kind of gawking at her.
Yeah, he's like...
She smiles at that.
You're supposed to be dead.
Form circle around him.
And all the goblins are like... There's this 20 goblins in a circle. And she starts waddling over towards you. Bunch of goblins in tow.
He puffs up his chest, looking like he's not scared.
Yep. She gets within striking distance, I guess we'll call it, and she stops. She the goblins part out of her way and then kind of close the gap. They're holding onto their weapons, but they're not poking them at you. They're just ready to respond to Mama Bloodbear's commands.
Damien, is that your name? Is that your name, sweetie?
Certainly not sweetie.
Oh, but you do look sweet.
You may call me Lord Van Imp. Or Lieutenant, if you prefer.
Lord? You no look like Lord. You gladiator. You fight.
You can do both. Well, I can do both. You can't. Well, what you apparently can't do is die. Now, how is that?
You're not very smart. Come here. Call me out like this, in front of all my goblins. Mama Bloodbear cannot die.
She licks her lips while looking at you. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Damien's perception is plus 10. 29.
Okay. 29. Okay, if she rolls a 1, you notice something. Nope. She's just has, like, human, like, powder and makeup on. Kind of looks a little garish. It's like she took great pain to, like, rub lipstick on without hitting her teeth.
Okay.
And a little bit of powder here and there. She does have what looks like dribbles of a mule kind of coming out of the side of her mouth. Whatever it was red.
Well then.
Do you want to come into my hut and we can talk about this more, Damien?
No, I think I'll take my leave now.
Oh,
Magnus
but
delighted
you are so sweet looking.
Yes, yes, Mama Bloodblood likes sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet,
Magnus will be
sweet.
delighted to know you're still around, so we can bat you around the arena again like some sort of helium-filled balloon.
Oh, Magnus is a little concern to me.
Really?
It is unfortunate that you're here alone.
Her eyes kind of like burn a little bit with hatred. You get the sense that she might be on the verge of attacking you.
You know, there are terrible consequences for attacking a lord and an imperial officer.
Imperial? Why you fight in arena then? Why you fight with us?
It's a matter about fighting you. You're not that important to me.
No, gladiator, I mean. Why do you fight gladiators? If you're imperial, are you being punished, sweetie?
No. Well, I'm being punished now because I'm not allowed in the arena.
You come alone?
No. I'm with others.
Who? Who are you with?
The new Ludus, the Dread Circus.
You with them? I thought you with Conclave. I thought you with Magnus.
I get around.
Special gladiator.
I'm somewhat independent.
Give me a diplomacy check. You were kind of nice. Like, I didn't hear any threats.
No, he doesn't want to fight her. He's not crazy. 33.
You no ruin surprise. Mama Bloodbear come back in mystery match. Come bursting out of box to give Magnus a big kiss.
I'll tell you what.
Oh,
I'll keep your little secret.
oh.
In return for a small favor in the future.
Special gladiator. Friend with Magnus, but not friend with Magnus. Friend with Circus.
Well, last time I was in a ring with Magnus, he did bat my head in.
Secret, yes, you keep secret. And we see about Mama Bloodbear. Have dinner with Damien to talk about favor, request that you want from Mama.
Yes, have dinner with Damien.
Oh.
she gets the joke. All the goblins begin laughing because you guys are laughing.
Yeah, because cannibalism.
Let him go. He is not very sweet.
Not sweet. Get moving, Longshanks.
Who said that?
Some goblin is kind of like So you're punching a goblin. Do you have?
I have improved unarmed strike. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You took mutagenic
Mauler.
Are all of your characters going to dip into alchemy
No,
classes?
no,
Oh,
just
All right, so you biff one of these goblins. He goes
Yeah.
skidding across the ground.
yeah. I guess he hits. Yeah.
You break a
Probably don't kill
goblin's
it.
nose. A bunch of the goblins are looking shocked. Mama Bloodbear's just standing there smiling at you, still laughing.
For the record, it was 10 lethal damage.
Oh, yeah, the goblin's knocked out. He basically splayed him out onto the ground. That's when the local goblins start making fun of these goblins, which causes the goblin street oratory match to continue. You don't make fun of us! and they all leave. Mama Bloodbear is now waddling back to her hut.
Yeah, Damien's gonna head back to. He's decided he kind of wants to fight the champion.
Damien wants to fight Nibbles.
Yep. Damien thinks he can beat Nibbles.
Awesome.
And for the record stream, this might not be the first time one of Mark's PCs killed one of Mark's PCs.
Mark's like, I'm in control of this bitch. Marty doesn't decide nothing. All right, so you get back by the time that they wheeled Arlen back to. Oh well. If it isn't a bunch of gladiators again. Welcome to my establishment. For those who haven't met me, I'm Paul the Human.
This guy again.
Hey Paul. Hello there. Welcome again. Feel free to have a seat. Might I suggest the seats back at the end of the inn, close to the fireplace, so you don't have to smell the stench of all them demis. Now, could I invite you in or not? Roger's just laughing.
What's this place called again?
This place called the Half Tower. The Half Tower Inn in Tavern.
Which map is it on?
It's just kind of off to the east of the Pit of the Stone Bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can force you guys there.
There we go.
Excuse me. Oh, I see we've got some lords. Forgive me. My name is Paul.
The human, yes, I heard.
Yes, we heard, says Master Pavi, and Paul steps aside and makes sure that everyone is seated, kind of allowing Ugg and Arlen to go in. He just lifts you up out of the dirt and drives you right in. That's right, just track your dirt all over the place, he says. As he simultaneously tries to give you a hard time while remaining polite and courteous to the humans. Master Pavi does go near the fireplace and invites everyone else over.
Damien will go. That guy seems like a fun time. Damien
Yep, there are little goblins serving all over the place, like serving food. There are some regulars that you saw last time, and some that are not regulars. There shouldn't be two Thiebler the Larks. Mortenzi's not here. He would have saw the goblin that he punched.
Yeah, the one he tortured.
Paul is kind of fussing over Master Pavi and Damien, almost like he could smell the wealth on them.
Okay.
Are you sure you wouldn't be more comfortable up front? What was your name? Paul knows your name, Arlen. He's just pretending to forget it. You're muted.
Oh, Jasper.
Yes, Jasper. He
Smiles at him.
Okay. Paul goes over and takes your drink orders. Well, there's a single very competent and strong-looking slaver guard that is guarding Master Pavi. There are a couple of servants that are fussing over them until he gets annoyed with them and he sends them away so he can talk business. We're gonna talk some business here. Wait a minute. Who are you?
Ah,
Oh, I'm Lieutenant Ben Imp.
Lieutenant, we've got Imperials here. Imperials everywhere. Of course, it's the Imperium. Suppose we're gonna have to get used to seeing lots of warrior types. This place is crawling with them. Yeah, isn't that right, God Captain?
the lieutenant is traveling with us, and I believe is more than capable of handling your nibbles.
Oh, you're some sort of soldier gladiator? How very interesting. How very dangerous for you. Certainly, you must have pissed off your superior commander if you're
I
risking
have.
your
That's
life.
why I've been banned from the Vaddapol arena.
Oh, sorry to pick at old wounds. Wounds that haven't healed yet, huh?
Yes.
Such a young officer, a beautiful man with his career and life ahead of him, trudging around in the muck. Tragic tale, tragic.
The lieutenant, this fine gentleman, is offering us a fair fight against Nibbles. Two of our best, which in my opinion would be you and Ugg, versus Nibbles that is not using the sharp end of his blade.
Oh, two, huh? But I won't be able
Where's
to
the
keep
pet?
this one. He's already the pet of some other officer. Imperial.
Then one of your choice. But I'd like to win something more, wouldn't you, Arlen?
Indeed. With 20 talents as well, on top of that, be fair.
What about the old one?
What?
That one looks like he's about to fall over and die.
He's a spellcaster, and you don't have one.
Well,
At least not
that's
that I've
fair.
seen. What do you
Fair
think,
enough.
Ugg? Do you think you could tie him up long enough?
Which one?
The caster.
Yeah? It's just a dwarf.
Don't say that!
I'm not afraid of his spells.
Don't say that either, you don't know! You don't know, Ugg, I'm gonna kill you!
No spellcasting ahead of time. Right?
Same as what we've seen. As soon as they enter, the fight begins.
Oh, 2 against 2, huh?
I'd say yours. Actually, what level are your gladiators?
Both of them are heroic, of course. I was hoping to train them up to legendary.
Heroic, you say?
Yes, aren't they?
Looks at the lieutenant, is like, well,
I'm game.
and Ugg is heroic? Checking here. Ugg, let's see. I don't think he's heroic.
I don't think so either.
Damien's not
He's a
heroic.
veteran.
Damien's veteran.
Well, you see, both of the gladiators here are veterans. They're not heroic level.
So you want more if you win. You're already winning my gladiators. But if I win, I won't be able to keep this fine young officer, if there's anything left of him, of course. But this Ugg of ours, we're going to have to come up with some sort of nom de guerre.
See, I told you.
Doug sneers at you. Like, shut the fuck up.
All right.
So be it. I'll keep Ugg. And I'll let this sweet little darling of an officer go. And I'll throw in 20 talents of bloodstones if you win.
All right. Deal then.
Mind you, you're going to need a measure of magic and control to keep that Grizaak in line. He's a prickly old bastard. Just wants to fly away. That collar I've got on him, oh, does that fetch pretty penny?
I just want to be the one to beat this champion.
Mm-hmm. So maybe you need to fork up a bit more if you lose. And I'll throw in the collar.
If we lose 10 talents, Ugg.
No, that collar's worth much more than that.
20's my final.
Sense motive.
He's thinking.
Actually, appraise. Appraise. Arlen has appraise.
28 on the sense motive.
What does the collar do? Hold on,
Collar.
actually, wait. Before you say, let me just check my character because I looked at the wrong one. I'm pretty sure I have appraise. So I want to confirm. Sorry, there's so many character sheets. Yes, I do have appraise.
That fine little collar is a slaver's delight. Helps you keep wizards and shapeshifters in line.
28 appraise.
He can't change his form while he's wearing it. And there's no way he can just poof away.
28 appraise, Marty.
Yeah, like dimensional shackles, I think are what they're called.
Okay.
28. Dimensional shackles are worth probably 20 to 30,000 gold pieces.
Right. But your stakes are much higher. Your chances of winning are higher.
I'm gonna lose everything. I have to start all over. You're just gonna lose your champion.
How many gladiators did you say you sent down this road?
Oh,
come
thousands. Oh, don't worry.
You wouldn't be starting
I've
over.
got lots of pens to go into. But there's something about Nibbles and Grizaak that, I don't know, there's this little voice in the back of my head saying that they are destined for greatness.
Perhaps. So is Ugg.
Ugg and 40,000.
That breaks the ludus if we fail. That device you mentioned is not worth more than 30, depending on how it's crafted, between 20 to 30.
True, I can craft it a little bit. Ugg and 30,000.
25.
And one of your piddly gladiators.
The
Ugg.
crazy one.
You bastard.
Ugg, 20,000, the crazy one, if you win. And then I give up the mighty giant Nibbles, this Grizaak, and this collar I use to control them. The chains will be for free, of course, given that they're just plain old metal chains.
And the 20 talents.
Their gear will cover the 20 talents.
That's probably fair.
He spits it in his hand.
Deal, my dear Arlen. Now do you know what time it is?
He says, as he's still clutching onto your hand.
It's drinking time!
It is time for us to celebrate and drink.
And he
Drinks are on Pavi for the evening. Food's on Pavi for the evening. And if any of you want to stoop at a goblin, it's on me as well.
Kind of goes.
he just sees lots of goblins running around. Yeah, he just like threw several thousand gold pieces worth of gold and gems onto the table, and this place kicks into high gear, and you have a great and wonderful party. Are you going to... so Ugg is like...
You know what you're doing, right?
Yes, I do.
Of course we know what we're doing. I overheard the she-elf saying she wants these creatures. I'm going to get them.
That old one recognized, well, he referred to Zeta and, I can't remember his fucking name.
Evander.
He referred to Zeta and Evander as, well, similar names, but different. He recognized them somehow, and they him.
Well, maybe they've met before.
We said no pre-buffs, right?
Yep.
They said no spell casting beforehand. Alchemy is not spells.
Ugg chuckles at that because he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind.
Excellent. Don't get too drunk tonight. We need to make up plans for tomorrow.
Understood.
Roger's singing like body and racist imperial songs with Paul the Human as the two of them are drinking.
I'll ask who the hell is fucking around. I'll make somebody keep an eye on friggin' Roger so he doesn't do something fucking stupid.
Doesn't bend his crossbow.
something stupid like that.
Radimer decides not to leave his wagon for the evening. Sam didn't go to the racist bar. He instead spent time with his girlfriend in one of the gladiator wagons. Edward, I guess, eventually wandered his way into the bar. Widget is probably doing something. You're arranging the official stuff with Joram.
Yep.
Having contracts signed. They'll have to be just witnessed by the doctor or the local official here, and the fight that will decide the fates of two gladiators.
One way or another.
One way or another will be the fight that we'll do on Saturday.
Cool.
I can do it now.
It's like 2 in the morning there, man.
Damien, I honestly think as long as Modron isn't a fucking total prick, has been lately.
You gotta remember how much Grizaak hates those guys, right? And let them know if we win, we take you. We're with them.
That's right.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Losing Ugg and Mortenzu would be a huge.
That'd be a huge loss to the.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just have to find another way. Hey, we're going rogue, boys.
He becomes your new. You just sign up with him. He becomes your new. He seems to have money. Hey, you're our new Ludus Lord now. Cool stuff. Let me figure out some XP, and then we need to name the night.
Okay,
name
hold
the
on.
game.
I'm gonna put that is old faces, old places, old faces.
Is that what we're calling?
That's a good one. I like that.
All right.
Or
Episode
old
5
faces
is
in old places. I don't know.
Old faces and old places, something like that.
Faces and old places.
Okay, so we have a
Or Nibbles and Grizaak escape.
I think that's almost harder to.
Okay, so season 2, week 20. What week is this? 24.
Yes,
Let's see.
I did see your one of your messages. I will try to upload these episodes soon.
27.
I know it's a little bit tough sometimes to watch them on Twitch. Twitch playback isn't as clean sometimes as YouTube.
This is Pit of the Stone Bear.
Okay, you guys defeated what? You had some good role-playing encounters. You're all around 8th level. I'll give you a CR7 for the role-playing encounters. For doing the deal, there's actually experience points for doing, like, exciting stuff. You defeated a 2-headed troll, which is a CR8. You defeated a regular troll, which is a CR5, and a couple of troll hounds, which I believe are CR3s.
Yeah, like 9 or 10 of those. I lost count.
Mortenzi's still searching for a sign from Zorbinius, which we might do at the beginning of next game. You're around this weekend, right, Mark?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
I will be around this weekend, sir.
Awesome. Let's see what the XP tells us.
Damien. And they're going to be Grizaak. And Nibbles. Is it 2 Bs or 1 B?
Okay, the masters
2
are
Bs.
7,500 away from level 9. I think I'm going to... The legacy characters are also very close to 9th level. The legacy characters,
Wait.
the Doomsday
Sorry,
characters.
who's level 9?
Nope, no one's level 9 yet.
Who's almost level 9?
The masters
Of
and
Conclave?
yeah,
And the Doomsday
Okay.
characters.
and the Doomsday characters are very close to 9th.
Oh, let's not let them level yet.
No shit, eh?
Let's not let them level yet.
And now I gotta add some XP to the guys that did stuff tonight.
7. So 27.
Ugg was in. He didn't really fight, but he was around and at least talking. He is 12 grand away from 8th. Sam was not here. He didn't do anything. Mortenzi was around and active. Mortenzi is 10 grand over 7th, which means he's 14 grand from 8th. Roger had a little bit of talking to do.
All gear, no pre-boss.
Roger's only 4 grand above 7th. He's actually falling behind because some of the more active characters surpassed him.
He was gambling away for 2 games.
Edward didn't play a part. Arlen played a good part tonight. Oh, Mortenzi got... Mortenzi is 64,000, means he's 13,000 away from 8th. And Arlen's at 69,000, which means he's 8,000 away from 8th. Beric Tarn didn't do anything. Widget's not here. Yagog and Groomy Yukog are all back in Vaddapol. Same with Undwin. Okay, so we've done XP. Cool. Yeah, the adventuring for the Circus of Dread will get them, like, they're all going to be 8th and 7th soon, as opposed to 7th and 6th, where they are right now. Awesome. I had fun tonight. Good show. Good hanging out with everyone on the chat. We'll see most of you or some of you on Saturday. I will try to upload these things. I'll probably do some uploads on Sunday. And then what do we got going on next week? So this weekend we'll do episode 6 of season 2 Dread and Circus. That's on Saturday. On Tuesday we're going to be doing episode 10 of Infinite Doors. The party split, however, and you've got the 2 characters with no ranks and any knowledges stuck in this strange hut, while the other characters with Dead Gedrin in the key, and while the other spellcasters with all the knowledge are left in the haunted Malavella manor. So there's still not in a very safe place, but there's probably a nice anti-climax game to that particular arc. And then they're going to start to get into some weird and spooky stuff. Like, they're not out of danger yet, as some of them are no longer in Kansas, if you will. So that game will be on Tuesday, and then it is Thanksgiving weekend. Canadians celebrated their Thanksgiving in October, so I think we'll be doing some sort of game if you guys are around for Dread and Circus, and then I want to do a stream when we're not playing game I'm going to try to do a little bit of a marathon over that weekend. I'm going to play some Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I'm going to show you how to cheat at that game, as I have successfully hacked the JSON file for the save game, and know how to bump up stats, know how to bump up XP.